Welcome back to Nervous System or Not. So, this is where I give you a prompt and you tell me whether or not it's a nervous system thing or whatever the ideas are. So last week we had a prompt and it was a fact or myth. So the prompt was, you can logic your way out of anxiety. Is that a fact or a myth? It's a myth. So anxiety is not just cognitive. It's not just all thinking. We can't think our way out of anxiety because it's also physiological. So in order to get ourselves out of that anxious state, yes, we can have insight and we can tell ourselves, hey, this is, nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be anxious about. But there's also physiological things happening when we're having anxiety, like fast heart rate, racing thoughts, sweating, temperature changes, breathing increases. All those things are physiological. So in order to get ourselves out of that anxious state, we can start with what's called bottom-up thinking, where we're thinking with our downstairs brain and going up to our upstairs brain, which is our prefrontal cortex, which is the logic side. So things like breathing, grounding exercises, physical movement, so like actually getting up and moving in order to get your mind out of it, or sensory connections, those can all help with getting ourselves out of that anxious state, and that's when the brain comes into play and we have that cognitive side of things. So while logicking yourself out of anxiety is part of it, it is not the entire thing, and it's not going to be the only thing that helps. I hope that was helpful. Anyways, let's move on to this week's prompt. So this week's prompt is, I get exhausted after social events even if I have fun. So say I go to a birthday party and I had so much fun, but by the end of it, I'm done. I'm exhausted and I need to recharge for a few days. So what is this? Is this A, introversion, B, dysregulation, or C, both? I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. Please leave a comment down below with your guess, and I will see you next time.